Now, a delegation of government ministers, local environmental experts and community leaders are in the UK to lobby against the hunting trophies bill. It's being debated by Parliament. The bill, which has sent shockwaves through Botswana and other southern African countries, would ban the import of legally obtained game trophies to the UK. Now, countries are arguing that will backfire. It'll harm local communities. It'll set back conservation efforts and increase poaching and cause the loss of wildlife habitats. So, welcome to the programme and welcome to the studio. Botswana's Environment and Tourism Minister, Dumezdweni Mthimkhulu. Welcome to you, Minister.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's just look at your argument then, which you're here to promote. There is a widespread view, isn't there, that among many people here in the UK who are concerned for conservation, that trophy hunting is a callous pursuit, that it's damaging to the conservation of wildlife. And you say that's wrong, don't you? Tell me why.
Yeah, you see, in Botswana, maybe it is different because the animals that we give a quota for on a yearly basis for trophy hunting, if you look at the numbers, they have never gone down. They're going up every year. In 1984, 1990, we had 50,000 elephants in Botswana. Right now, there are 133,000 plus.
Right.
And counting. And you see, the birth rate for each year, we have about 5% birth rate every year. So out of the 130,000, that means we have 7,000 new baby elephants being brought into the wild every year in Botswana.
So you argue there's plenty of elephants now, and as you say, numbers have risen, and they are not an endangered species now. But it is the case, isn't it, that in the past, the African elephants were close to being deemed an endangered species.
Yes.
And if that's the case, doesn't that make the case for protecting numbers, to avoid going back to that situation where we are worried about the survival of the species?
You see, our belief is that what we do now, because the hunting is controlled hunting. You can't just come and hunt willy-nilly. You have to get a permit to do so. It has helped with the conservation of these animals. Because if you take that away, then you are going to take out the incentive of the locals to really make sure that these animals are protected. You see, these local communities, if you can come to Botswana and go to these desolate areas, you realize that the locals there, they help the authorities. If they see some suspicious movement around, they are the ones who come forward and report this suspicious movement to the authorities.
They'll have to stop poachers.
They stop poachers because they have an incentive to do so.
Now tell me then a bit more about the importance of trophy hunting, controlled trophy hunting, to local economies.
Yes.
I mean, how important is it to local economies? What sort of jobs are we talking about that need to be protected?
Like you see, last year, one community trust, because we have community trust. This quota is given to trust, local trust. So last year alone, we had a community making 7 million pula from trophy hunting. Just one example, 7 million pula from trophy hunting. You see, what it does is that when these people come to hunt, they need trackers, people who can take them around to where they'll be able to see these animals and shoot them. They need skinners. They need local help when they come in, and it's for those local communities. It's income generating. It helps, and then the money they pay to them also for hunting these animals, it goes a long way to help them because they are able to pay for water services. They are able to provide home clothing for their children. They are able to do activities in the community.
And tell me, without then trophy hunting and the jobs that you described that support trophy hunting, would there be no alternative employment for the people you're talking about? Maybe in the tourism industry or some other work?
For them, there won't be any alternative employment. You know, the areas that I'm talking about, like in Botswana, we have areas where they will be good for photographic tourism. And there are areas, the ones that we are talking about, where photographic tourism won't make any meaningful income generating.
And finally, Minister, what about the argument that that those communities, that these parts of your country, they could receive aid as a substitute for the revenue that comes in related to trophy hunting? What do you say to that?
No, why would people want to give us aid when we can actually trade? When our people can actually use the resources around them to earn a living? You see, the problem here, what we're talking about is that these people are living with these animals. They should come. The proponents of this bill should come to Botswana and see what we are talking about. I don't think if we bring 10,000 elephants to London. Last year, my president donated 8,000 elephants to Angola. If we donate, maybe just rhetorical, we donate 10,000 elephants to London. Maybe if they live with these animals, we donate lions to them. We donate hyenas to them. We donate leopards to them so that they live with them in that side. So that they will understand when we say that these things, they attack people, they kill people, they maim people, they destroy crops, they destroy livestock, so that they really understand what we are talking about when they are living with these animals.
All right. Okay, Minister, thank you for joining us and putting that side of this of this argument. That is the tourism minister in Botswana, Dumezdweni Mthimkhulu. Thank you.
So I'm done now.
We're grateful for you coming in, and thank you so much for giving us your perspective on that story, Minister.
You are done.
We are done.
I thought maybe I could invite. I'm told that there's a guy called Gary Lineker, who used to be a footballer.
Gary Lineker is a very famous and revered former England footballer. Sadly, he's not here with us.
Yeah, he's a proponent.
He's a
proponent. He's also supporting the ban.
He's supporting the ban. Well, that's interesting. Well, I think at some point we may well put these questions to him as well. But for now, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.